and Middleton, but because I'm calling him the superstar, it's on him.
All
right. Look, man, I understand the whole Michael Jordan to Steve Kerr type of thing, but let's stop. Steve Kerr has shot 50% from three and like 57% from the field that year, and he was a 6'2" guard that shot nothing but jump shots. So that's just telling you how accurate Steve Kerr was. And you can talk about Paxson or whatever. Look, all right, my thing is this. When you're down 1 point and the game is on the line, you have to be part of the play. You don't necessarily have to shoot it, but you have to be part of the play. And for that play to roll with Middleton driving baseline, he should try to shoot it anyway. But then he dishes out to Connaughton for that air ball three. The whole time I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, all right, Giannis, if you're not going to drive the ball and you're not going to shoot the ball, you ain't going to be under the rim for the rebound either.
Because he isn't a superstar.
So this superstar, right, it's not so this superstar is not living up to what a superstar should do. Needs to evaluate, like, do he want this, or is he cool with Milwaukee just being a quote unquote Eastern power?
All right, just imagine what you just said. Just imagine everything you just said.
Mm-hmm.
We can never say that about LeBron. LeBron could never not perform in that manner. You know why? Because he would get destroyed if he performed in that manner. He would get destroyed, and his superstardom would have been in question.
LeBron, no.
Yes, it would have.
The people that question LeBron are haters. Look, man. Look. Look, I love Kobe. That's my guy. That's my dude. Y'all know that, man. But when I see people that like take these shots where they try to find an angle to like diminish what LeBron has meant to the game of basketball, I just think that like you just gotta say that, hey, I just don't like dude, and then say whatever you have to say. And this is what I mean by that, right? I'm a lifelong Laker fan, right? Magic Johnson, he won 5 championships. You want to know how many he went to?
Mm-hmm.
He went to 10.
Mm-hmm. Talk about
like. So
he's 50%. They put him all the way to Jordan status. That's the only person they compare him to. Nobody else. They don't think about that. The fact, like what you just said just now.
They
don't compare that. They don't think about Jerry West. They don't think about Kareem.
Once again, like keep talking. Like so, these are my things, man. Like. It was like once Jordan did that 6-0 thing or whatever, and then Kobe was 5-2. Then it was like now y'all like trying to like destroy this man over a finals record where look, one of the teams had no business even getting past the second round, and that was the first team.
They had me and you now.
Me and Sean played
our current weight and health and skill and ability.
So the first team that lost to the Spurs, like once again, they had no business being in anyone's finals. All right. So let's throw that one out the door. I like that. That shit don't even count. All right. So now, like the next time he gets to the finals, it's the first time he's been with that team. And this ain't a LeBron like excuse tour. It's just, I don't understand when it's people that's never won rings, ain't never been past a certain level of the playoffs or whatever. And then y'all trying to destroy this man who is one of like the greatest like players to pick up a basketball. Like, come on, man. Like, if we could see Karl Malone do what LeBron James do, I think that's when people would appreciate it that don't already. Like, because he's so agile, people still think of him like a small forward or a two guard. But if they were to see a real traditional power forward move like dude move, do the things he do, then you'll be like, oh shit, like, or whatever. But the way he makes it look and the way he wears that 260 or whatever, like, he don't come off as a power forward or whatever, man. And it's, like I said, man, he just gifted in ways that as long as I've been watching basketball, like, it's been big men that had handles, and they would call them point forwards and things like that. You know, I really show you my age, Paul Pressey, and things like that or whatever. But man, not the way this dude do it. And then the way he makes regular players, like in at least in that moment, great.
Oh, we consider Kyrie Irving one of the greatest basketball players, bro. We do. Everyone considers him one of the greatest. We didn't consider that shit until he got with old boy.
Look,
we just knew he was.
Kyrie.
We just knew he had handles.
Because Kyrie had a name. Look, man, Mario Chalmers. When he was playing with LeBron, he was a threat. Like, once again, him. And then what's the other dude? With the high top fade that played for Miami, that was doing work during those championship years too. Like, what I'm saying is, man, like he put people on his back that like go to other teams and just suck, or have to go leave the league or whatever. So, man, people got to chill with the Bron slander, but before we get too far, just talk about him. For me, man, these playoffs is just showing me like who built for this and who ain't quite there yet.
Right.
Like, you talk about like Trae Young. What's the kid from Phoenix? Devin Booker.
Right.
And like, I just never see fear in their eyes. And sometimes I see fear in Giannis' eyes. So that's why I want to get away from LeBron, go back to what he was really originally talking about, whatever. Like, so.
But you called him a superstar.
I still do, man. Like to me, superstar is more about status.
Superstars are impactful. Superstars impact the game. He doesn't impact the game. He doesn't impact their team outside of him driving to the goal. He's actually a liability in the fourth quarter. When you're a liability, you can't shoot. All you can do is go to the hole, and you're scared to fucking take a free throw. You're Ben Simmons.
You can't.
Bro, come on, fam.
Stop.
Come on,
man.
fam. I play basketball, bro. We got to stop this.
Not going to call his two-time MVP.
He only should have won one. He should have only won one. It was only one of them he deserved. That's it. And that still doesn't make you a superstar, because if that's the case, what's the name is a superstar too then? Derrick Rose.
When he was around his MVP time, he was. Like,
you talk about right now, superstar. If you're a superstar, that goes with you till you end. Jordan is still a superstar. Bill Russell is still a superstar. Scotty crying ass Pippen is still a superstar.
And Giannis
is not a superstar.
Yes, he is.
Not a superstar. He's a star. He's a star. Sometimes you can be a star. You're just not big as the other stars. Bro, when he said that KD was the best player in the world after KD and them whooped his ass before they finally pulled it out, that shit automatically takes your superstardom away. You just bigged up another. Bro, LeBron would have never done that shit. We know Jordan, Kobe, none of them would have never done that. We call LeBron the most passive player that we know. He would have never done that.
All right, we just go disagree on that. But look, let's go to what's his name? PG. Right. Now,
another non-superstar.
And I posted that, he was doing his thing. And then he gets to the last minute of the game, and he misses 2 free throws. And I'm shocked. Like, I even said, I said, yo, he just cost him the game. I was like, there's no way he gonna miss those, and Phoenix is not gonna figure out a way to win. I didn't know they was gonna do like that, a miracle play or whatever, but I just figured somebody was gonna get fouled, or Booker was gonna hit one mid-range or whatever. And we spoke about the Clippers, I think, before, whatever, man. Like, what do you think is PG's problem?
I mean, he missed some free throws, bro. It was that man had 40-something points. He had a great game. I'm not mad at that. I think prior to it might have been in his head, a lot of stuff. He hearing the news. He said it out of his mouth. It was a lot of the information he was doubting himself for a while. When I hear people bring that up or question him missing those free throws because there's an uncommon, I don't know. A lot of these folks has never been in that position. That's a pressure position when you already not even considered the best player on your team. And that's the sad part, is the person that's considered the best player on his team ain't been playing in that one game yet. He missed the last 3 games for knee soreness.
You can't
knee soreness. You
can't want the ball at the end of the game, and you a star, superstar.
Bro, you live and die by the shots you miss or make. If you miss them, you miss it.
For him, look. This is the thing. I don't question, is he good or whatever. I just question, like, him in the moment. And I just feel like, time and time again, like, he'll give us some flashes of, some of the stuff he did in Indiana. And then it'll be and then he'll do some stuff in OKC where, like, he had like a stretch where he was an MVP candidate that one year or whatever. He had, like, the end of the year, he had averaged like 37 points a game or whatever. And he's shown flashes of what he can be. Like, sometimes when he's going, man, you don't think he's ever gonna miss. Like, that shot so smooth. But I just think that sometimes when it come down to it, like, he just not for that moment. That don't take away how great he is or whatever. But I've just seen him fold more times than not.
I disagree.
So I
disagree. I disagree. You missed 2 free throws after scoring 40-something points. It just happens, man. It just happens.
Yo, like, his team needed him.
And he was there. Where was his team at during that whole game? He was there.
They was balling too.
He was there.
What's that?
If you score 40-something points, you got a double-double, you was in the game the whole time. You missed 2 free throws, and we're now going to look at his whole totality of what he's done and question him.
No, I'm not saying he didn't do his thing. I'm saying that you gotta finish the job.
Hey, man, you did. You made sure you took the ball to the hole. You got fouled. Shit happens, bro. Shit happens.
He had them in position to totally change.
Look what you just said. He had them in position.
And
he missed. You live and die by it. You live and die by the shot. Jordan says many a times, I don't care if I make a miss. I want the ball at the end of the game. It don't matter.
How do you think that series is going to turn out?
I already said the Suns was going to win in 6. I don't have no faith in nothing the Clippers does. Until the Clippers get their own arena, I have no faith in nothing that they do. I've already said this, Suns in 6. Even if and what's the name is coming back too. So Chris Paul is back. It's a wrap.
What do you think about DeAndre Ayton's growth? Because I like, nobody really thought he really had developed at the point to where, like, he should have been as being the first overall pick. And then I watch him in these playoffs and I'm like, what is everybody talking about? Like, he don't even have plays called. he don't even have plays called for himself that much